Members of the House, please be seated. Members of the House, please be seated.
Will the House come to order? Mr. Clerk.
Aloha and good morning. Today's invocation will be delivered by Representative Patrick Pihana Bronco. Will the members who wish to participate please rise?
Please be seated. In the spirit of bipartisanship, I would like to offer a quote for today's invocation from Hawaii's 6th governor, Governor Linda Lingle, who said, "Politicians all too often think about the next election. Statesmen think about the next generation." After many years working in the United States Foreign Service and as a House freshman in the legislature, I am greatly indebted to the mentors who've given me guidance and encouragement. As we complete our 31st legislative session, I encourage all of us to reach out to the staff members who have become an integral part of our teams these past 5 months. Check in and see how we can help them reach their future career or educational goals. Be the mentor that an aspiring young professional will thank 20, 30, 40 years from now for the help that you provided. Mahalo.
Thank you, Representative Bronco. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Aquino, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Bronco, Ms. Clark, Ms. Costales, Ms. Eli, Mr. Ganadin, Mr. Gates, Ms. Har, Mr. Hashem, Mr. Hashimoto, Mr. Holt, Ms. Ichiyama, Mr. Iligan, Mr. Johansson, Ms. Capella, Ms. Kitagawa, Mr. Bertrand Kobayashi, Mr. Dale Kobayashi, Mr. Kong, Mr. Lopresti, Ms. Lowen, Ms. Luke, Ms. Martin, Mr. Matayoshi, Ms. Matsumoto, Mr. McDermott, Mr. McKelvey, Mr. Mizuno,
Excused.
Ms. Morikawa, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Nakashima, Mr. Nishimoto, Mr. Ono, Ms. Okimoto, Mr. Onishi, Ms. Peruso, Mr. Quinlan, Mr. Sayama, Mr. Takayama, Mr. Takumi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Mr. Todd, Mr. Tokioka, Mr. Ward, Ms. Wildberger,
Excused.
Mr. Woodson,
Excused.
Mr. Yamane, Mr. Yamashita, Mr. Speaker.
Present.
Mr. Speaker, 48 members are present, 3 are excused.
All right, we're on item 2, reading of the journal. Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, may this matter be deferred.
So ordered. Item 3, Mr. Clerk, are there any messages from the governor?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Item 4, Mr. Clerk, are there any Senate communications?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, if you and the members will turn your attention to the addendum to today's order of the day. We're in receipt of communications returning the noted House concurrent resolutions, all having been adopted in the Senate. We are in further receipt of a communication informing the House that the Senate has disagreed to the amendments proposed by the House to the noted Senate concurrent resolutions. Additionally, we are in receipt of communications informing the House that the Senate has reconsidered action in disagreeing to the amendments proposed by the House, has moved to agree, and passed the noted Senate bills on final reading. We are in further receipt of a communication informing the House that the Senate has reconsidered action in disagreeing to amendments proposed by the House, has moved to agree, and has adopted Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 90, House Draft 1. Finally, we are in receipt of communications informing the House that the Senate has appointed conferees to the noted House and Senate bills.
Okay, members, are there any introductions? Representative Costales.
Mr. Speaker, this morning I would like to introduce visitors from Lake Forest, California. Up in the gallery, we have Myron and Gigi Vasquez. If you can please stand. I've known both of them since I was about 15 years old, and they were both senior dancers for the renowned San Diego dance troupe Samahan Philippine Dance Troupe, led by Dr. Lolita Carter. And they're visiting us today. Gigi is the Director of National Sales for Maui Gym and has been so for the past 20 years. And Myron is the Business Development for Stanley Black & Decker. They have very close ties to Hawaii, and their daughter, Chelsea Vasquez, graduated from UH Manoa in 2018, and many of you may have been familiar with seeing her as she was the team manager for the Wahine basketball team for her entire stay at UH, and helped join them for the Big West Championships that year. So Myron and Gigi, welcome to the Hawaii State House of Representatives.
Representative Capella.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In the gallery, I have a dear friend, Danielle Weinman. She's visiting us from New York, but we actually competed together on the Miss America stage, and she is former Miss Montana 2015. Welcome to the Hawaii House of Representatives.
Okay, are there further introductions? If not, we're on item 5. Are there any announcements? Representative Holt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We've been making some great progress in the Hawaiian community this year. We have a lot of big bills moving forward. And, we just passed a resolution the other day to apologize for the harms done for not allowing people to speak Hawaiian over the past. And then we had an unfortunate reminder of the struggle that the Hawaiians have. I always tell people that we still have a lot to go. And it feels weird for me to be reading a Facebook post, but I think it's important because former Governor Ben Cayetano chimed in on the resolution introduced by the representative from Kailua. And I just would like to read a portion of it because I think it's very unfortunate that we still have people who have this kind of stance in this day and age. So, I'm 83, attended public schools, never heard or saw Hawaiian students being beaten or scolded for speaking Hawaiian. In fact, all of my Hawaiian classmates spoke English or Pidgin English. Mr. Branco should give specific examples, identify the public schools his great-grandfather was talking about. We're in 2022, and is he calling Representative Branco's grandfather a liar? I wonder because, we've been making lots of progress, and for, this kind of went off last night, and people have been messaging me about this, and I've been wondering if I should even bring it up because, it's a really touchy subject. But as somebody reminded me, there's great harm when a former governor casually dismisses shared experiences because he didn't experience them. So it's just a reminder that we still have a long way to go, Mr. Speaker, and Hawaiians are still struggling in their own homeland. Thank you.
Okay, members, are there further announcements? If not, for the motion to adjourn, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until 6:30 p.m. Thursday.
Representative Matsumoto.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
All those in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion is carried. The House stands adjourned until 6:30 p.m. Thursday.
Majority members caucus in the caucus room, please. Majority members.